Imagine this, a world without humans. Hard to picture, right? But it's true. Our planet existed for billions of years before we came along. That's like a million years. Dinosaurs roamed the Earth, massive volcanoes erupted, and entire continents shifted. It's mind-blowing to think about the sheer scale of time and the events that unfolded before humans entered the scene. These events weren't just random occurrences. They shaped the world we live in today. The continents we know and love, they were once all clumped together in a supercontinent called Pangaea. The air we breathe, it went through dramatic transformations, influenced by early life forms. Understanding this deep history gives us a new appreciation for our planet's resilience and the interconnectedness of life. It's like looking at a family photo album. You see your grandparents, great-grandparents, and so on. You realize you're part of a much bigger story. Similarly, learning about Earth's history before humans helps us understand our place in the grand scheme of things. It reminds us that we're part of something ancient and awe-inspiring. When we think of pyramids, our minds immediately jump to Egypt. Those iconic structures rising from the desert sands are etched in our collective imagination. But here's a surprise. Egypt doesn't hold a monopoly on pyramids. In fact, civilizations across the globe, from Mesoamerica to ancient China, built their own versions of these impressive structures. Take the Nubian pyramids, for example. Located in present-day Sudan, these pyramids are often overlooked, yet they are just as impressive as their Egyptian counterparts. Or consider the Mayan pyramids, towering structures adorned with intricate carvings that tell stories of their civilization's beliefs and rituals. These pyramids, though separated by vast distances and built by distinct cultures, share striking similarities in their geometric design and astronomical alignments. This suggests a fascinating possibility. Did ancient civilizations across the globe share knowledge and influence, perhaps through trade routes or even earlier forms of communication? Roman architecture is renowned for its grandeur and longevity. Structures like the Colosseum and the Pantheon have stood the test of time, enduring for centuries. But here's a secret behind their remarkable preservation: Roman concrete. You might be thinking, concrete? How exciting can it be? But trust me, this isn't your average concrete. Roman concrete was incredibly durable, far surpassing the quality of modern concrete in many ways. Researchers have discovered that the Romans used a special mix of volcanic ash, lime, and seawater to create a concrete that could withstand the ravages of time and even become stronger underwater. This discovery has sparked a renewed interest in Roman concrete and its potential applications in modern construction. Imagine building structures that are not only aesthetically pleasing, but also incredibly resilient, using techniques inspired by ancient Roman ingenuity. The Victorian era, often associated with horse-drawn carriages and the dawn of the industrial age, might seem like an unlikely time for electric vehicles. But guess what? Electric cars predate gasoline-powered cars. In the mid-19th century, inventors were already experimenting with battery-powered vehicles. These early electric cars were surprisingly sophisticated for their time, boasting impressive speeds and ranges. In fact, the first person to drive faster than 60 miles per hour did so in an electric car. So why did electric cars fall out of favor, paving the way for the dominance of gasoline-powered vehicles? The answer lies in a complex interplay of factors, including advancements in internal combustion engines, the discovery of vast oil reserves, and economic considerations. However, the early history of electric cars reminds us that technological progress isn't always linear. Section 5. History repeats itself. A look at pandemics. The COVID-19 pandemic has been a defining event of our time, upending lives and reshaping our world. But as devastating as it has been, it's not the first time humanity has faced such a challenge. History is replete with examples of pandemics that have swept across the globe, leaving indelible marks on civilizations. From the Black Death in the 14th century, which decimated populations across Europe and Asia, to the 1918 influenza pandemic, which infected an estimated 500 million people worldwide, pandemics have been a recurring theme throughout human history. By studying these past pandemics, we can gain valuable insights into the nature of infectious diseases, the social and economic consequences of outbreaks, and the effectiveness of different public health measures. History serves as a stark reminder that we are not immune to the threats posed by infectious diseases, and that preparedness is essential. Section 6. What ancient civilizations can teach us about climate change. Climate change is one of the most pressing challenges facing our planet today. But while it might seem like a modern problem, ancient civilizations were grappling with the effects of climate change thousands of years ago. Take the example of the Maya civilization. Archaeological evidence suggests that a prolonged drought, possibly exacerbated by deforestation and unsustainable agricultural practices, played a significant role in the decline of the Mayan civilization. Similarly, the collapse of the Akkadian Empire in Mesopotamia has been linked to abrupt climate change, which led to widespread crop failures and social unrest. These ancient examples highlight the interconnectedness of human societies and the environment, demonstrating that even sophisticated civilizations are vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. Globalization, the interconnectedness of economies and cultures across the globe, is often seen as a modern phenomenon. But the seeds of globalization were sown thousands of years ago with the establishment of ancient trade routes. The Silk Road, for example, was a network of trade routes that connected the East and West for over 1,500 years. Along these routes, goods, ideas, and cultures flowed between civilizations as distant as the Roman Empire and Han Dynasty China. These ancient trade routes facilitated the exchange of knowledge, technology, and cultural practices, laying the groundwork for the interconnected world we live in today. Understanding the history of these trade routes provides valuable context for contemporary discussions about globalization, trade, and cultural exchange. In our digital age, we take information storage for granted. With cloud computing and massive data centers, we have access to vast amounts of information at our fingertips. But the journey of information storage has been a long and fascinating one, dating back thousands of years. From the clay tablets of ancient Mesopotamia to the papyrus scrolls of ancient Egypt, civilizations have developed ingenious ways to record and preserve information. The invention of paper by the Chinese revolutionized information storage, making it easier and more affordable to create and disseminate written works. The printing press, invented in the 15th century, further democratized access to information, leading to an explosion of knowledge and literacy. Today, we stand at the cusp of yet another revolution in information storage, with the advent of quantum computing and other cutting-edge technologies. Storytelling is an integral part of what makes us human. From the earliest cave paintings to the latest viral videos, humans have always been driven to share stories. These stories entertain, educate, and help us make sense of the world around us. Ancient civilizations used storytelling to transmit knowledge, values, and beliefs from one generation to the next. Myths, legends, and epic poems served as repositories of cultural memory, preserving the history, values, and worldview of a people. Today, while the mediums may have changed, the power of storytelling remains undiminished. Social media platforms, streaming services, and online communities have become modern-day campfires, where people gather to share stories, connect with others, and shape narratives. History is not just a collection of dusty facts and dates. It's a living tapestry woven from the experiences, triumphs, and failures of those who came before us. By studying history, we gain a deeper understanding of the forces that have shaped our world, the complexities of human nature, and the enduring challenges we face. Just as an astronomer studies the stars to unlock the secrets of the universe, so too must we study the past to illuminate the path forward. History provides us with a lens through which we can critically examine the present, identify patterns, and make more informed decisions about the future. By learning from the mistakes of the past, we can strive to create a better future for ourselves and generations to come. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, let us remember the words of philosopher George Santayana. Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it.